Hello everyone, this is Sudipto from Technical Potpourri and welcome to my another video on Google Cloud. So today I'll be showing you what is preemptible and spot virtual machine, when they should be used and what are the different restrictions around them. So without any further delay, let's find it out. Before I begin, I'd like to let you know if you have any feedback, please put it in the description of this video, and also please subscribe to my channel to get update about all my upcoming videos. So what is preemptible virtual machine? Preemptible virtual machine is a short-lived and a cheaper virtual machine. When I'm telling short-lived, it means they can only run for 24 hours. And compared to any traditional virtual machine that you create in Google Cloud, it's much cheaper. Like it is probably 60 to 80% cheaper. That's what the Google documentation claims. So as I'm telling, like it's a short-lived, so it means it can only run for 24 hours. That doesn't mean that it will run for 24 hours. It can be stopped by Google Cloud Platform at any point of time, and you literally get only 30 seconds of warning before Google Cloud Platform try to stop that instance. You'll get only this 30 seconds of warning so that you can go and save whatever configuration you have on that preemptible virtual machines. Otherwise, Google is going to stop that virtual machine for you. So if it is really that short, then when I should use that's a definite question. So you should use that when you are doing some really cost sensitive work and you don't want to create a virtual machine for a longer period of time. You're just doing something very cost sensitive. For example, a POC you want to do. So in that case, you can use these preemptible virtual machines. There is another use case, like for example, you want to do a very resource sensitive work, for example, batch processing, and you don't need the server immediately. You can schedule that at a later point of time. So in those type of scenarios, it makes sense to use the preemptible virtual machine. So there are some restrictions around this preemptible virtual machine. One of the restrictions is it's not always available. If you want to create a preemptible virtual machine now, it may not be available in the platform immediately. Another one is whatever free credit that you have, you can't use that to create your preemptible virtual machine. With this preemptible virtual machine, there is no option of automatic restarts. With the standard virtual machine, you can do that, but with this one, you cannot. And another one is whatever SLA or compute engine SLA that Google Cloud claims, that's not covered in this preemptible virtual machine, which makes sense because one of the point on this preemptible virtual machine is that GCP can stop that virtual machine at any point of time, and you literally get only 30 seconds of warning before GCP try to stop that instance. So there is no SLA around this preemptible virtual machine. So now what is spot virtual machines? So spot virtual machines are literally the latest version of preemptible virtual machines. However, spot virtual machines provide a new feature that preemptible virtual machine do not support. For example, as you saw already, that preemptible virtual machine, there is a runtime restriction that it only can run for 24 hours. In spot virtual machine, that restriction is not available. There is no restriction that it has to run only for 24 hours. Rest all the restrictions are still valid. The only difference is that spot virtual machines, there is no runtime restriction like the preemptible virtual machines. And the best practice says that you should always go with the spot virtual machine, not the preemptible virtual machine. But if you still want to create a preemptible virtual machine, you should use that G-Cloud CLI or Compute Engine API to do that. If you want to use a Google Cloud Console, then your only option is spot virtual machine. With that, let's go to a demo. So here I am in my Google Cloud Console. To log into your Google Cloud Console, you need to literally go to a browser and type console.cloud.google.com. Once you are here, you will be landed to your welcome page. This is a first page that you'll see. You need to go to this option and go for virtual machine instances. So once you come to this page, you need to click on create instance. So this is the place where you can create your first virtual machine. I have a dedicated video for that. So if you haven't seen that, please go and check this out. I'll put the link in the description as well as top right corner of this video. So once you are here, you go and put all this configuration. But our focus today is to create the preemptible and spot virtual machine. Now, since I'm doing this from the console, my only option is to create the spot virtual machine. Once you come here, click on this advanced option and go to the management section. Here you will find the VM provisioning model. Normally by default it will be standard, but here you can choose spot. And once you choose spot, you can set a timeline, how many hours you want these spot virtual machines to be active, and you can put any number of hours, for example 50 hours, right? That is still valid. Previously with this preemptible virtual machine, it is always 24 hours that a preemptible virtual machine can run, but with the spot there is literally no limit. Another important thing to note is that when you choose a spot virtual machine, your automatic restart is disabled. But if you go with the standard option, you have the option of automatic restart. I'm not going to create any preemptible or spot virtual machines right now because I don't want to use my free credit. But that's all you need to know to create your spot virtual machine. So I hope this video is helpful. Please hit the like icon and share, and please subscribe to my channel to get update about all my upcoming videos. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.